Good morning, everyone. This morning I got the two parts for this Marvel ice maker. The first part that I got is I still have to unpackage that, but this is gonna be the touch display. I'm going to replace this touch display. As you may remember from my previous video that the touch display was not responding, and this is the new control board, the power board, that I'm going to install as well on this fridge, and it's going to go right here underneath, and there's a couple of connections right there at the back, and I will show you this in the next video how I install the control board on this side and then the touchpad on the other on this side here. And this is for this Marvel ice maker. I got this ice maker about 2 weeks ago. So to remove the touchpad, what you have to do, you have to take off this bracket. It sits on 4 screws on each side, and then you just go behind it, and then you either use your finger or a flathead screwdriver. You just push it in outside and it will pop. And then I'm going to replace this. This is the first part that I'm going to replace. So when you pressed the digits or the buttons, nothing was showing and there was no response. So I'm going to replace this one, and then the next component will go right here, and then I will test run it, and it should be good to go, and the customer is gonna be happy. Now, in order to install this control, the power board, this control board is a little bit tricky because it has to go upside down like this. So basically you have to connect all your connections upside down, which is uncomfortable, but you have what do you have? You have the lights, the common, the evaporator connection, the being the door. This is your main power, and this is your outputs. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 connections, and the board has to go upside down. So I'm gonna pause the video and then I'll show you once it's all connected. One thing I want to add and mention, if you ever work on those units, you want to put the unit kind of on the angle. That way you have access, and then you can see all the wires. When you do the install, you can see the wires and how to hook them up. So I recommend to lift it. You can either put it on the sideways, but you want to make sure you have lots of light here in this area, or you can use a really good flashlight. As you can see, when I put the board back, you see how it sits upside down, and then when you have the wires and lots of light, you actually can see where every connection goes. So that's what I meant. So you have 1 screw here to secure, and there is 2 notches to put the board so it will not move and stay in place. When you also work on any refrigeration systems, you want to make sure you clean all this dust from the condenser coil. You want to make sure it's all clean. This will keep the fridge cooler, so you want to make sure it's clean as much as you can, as much as possible. And the unit was tested and it's working. The compressor is working, Everything is working, the ice maker is working, the inlets are working, everything is good to go and ready for pickup. Perfect. Boom.